one of the most important things today that we have to realize that truly, truly concerns me, and it gets to my heart, is to how many people out there are really looking for answers. And they're looking for answers, as the old song say, in all the wrong places. They're turning to addictions. They're turning to lifestyles. They're doing things looking for an understanding and looking for comfort, and they're doing it in ways that will never satisfy them in their spirits. And it disappoints me because, God says that all things work together for those who love him. The key is not so much trying to find the thing, but the true thing is finding the thing that's going to help you get the answers that you're looking for. And that's only with a relationship with God. But there are so many things that can get in our spirits to get us where we no longer focus on the thing that's going to help us. Simplicity of knowing, spending the time in the Word and spending the time praying is going to lead to the answers that I'm looking for. But right now, we're looking for a lot of things and we're lost. And unfortunately, we're looking for the direction to get there. When I think of that, I think about the old days where they used to have the lighthouse. Those lighthouses were very amazing because they were so tall. And they dealt with ships. Huge ships, cargo ships. And a lot of times the conditions that these ships had to work in were very, very difficult because they would be in the fog. Even though the fog was really, it was harmless, but you couldn't see. You couldn't find your direction. But what was so more important about the lighthouses is the lighthouse was high and the light was bright. Even though they couldn't see, they really couldn't see very well in the water and where they needed to go. But if they could see that light on the lighthouse, they know if they just followed the light, they would get to where they were trying to go. Even though the conditions were bad, the things weren't right, they didn't know. They got to go by faith a lot of times. If I could just see that light, I knew where I needed to go. It's the same with us in our relationships with God. If we could just see the light, if we could focus on Jesus. Remember, the only time that Peter began to see is when he took his eyes off Jesus. Do you know why a lot of us are struggling in our lives? Because we took our eyes off of Jesus. The light is going to direct us to where we need to be. Because if you can remember the promise, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Love him. And he will get you from that confusion point to give you direction because he's the light to tell us where we need to go. Let's finish strong. Bible study 7 to 8 o'clock. We have our teachings on Thursday from 8:30 to 9:30. And we look forward to a wonderful weekend. We're going to still talk a little bit more about prayer. Let's have and finish strong on this week.